Smash the like button. Pelicans get boat raced 124-106 by the Golden State
Excuse me.
Warriors. Steph Curry wasn't playing. Smash the like button.
First took away. Gas for this. Get your money's worth now.
Presented by Scott Vicknair Injury Law Firm. Have you been injured in any kind of accident, car, truck, 18-wheeler, hurt offshore? Scott Vicknair handles it all. Give him a call at 504-500-1111 for a free consultation. Yes, a free consultation. They always fight for the win and powered. We're only up tonight because of 4D. Shout out 4D. John Deere, DraftKings, Sunshine, of course, Standard Mortgage, and of course, the best pizza in the city, Theo's. I'm just pissed off. This is embarrassing. It's 11:30 at night. We're talking about getting your ass kicked by a team that didn't have Andrew Wiggins, they didn't have Steph Curry. They had a JV team out there tonight, and they beat the shit out of you. Well, maybe not the first quarter. You're up 20, and then they beat the shit out of you for the next 3. Jarrett, we'll start with you first, but the offense is it's just a problem without Dejounte Murray.
That's the thing, right? Like the Warriors just kind of taught you something that you should be doing as a offense or as a team. They didn't have Steph Curry. They no longer have Klay Thompson. They didn't have Wiggins, but yet they run the same split cut action like as if they played, and they understand what they're looking for. Even if they miss, right? They're looking for the same things over and over and over again. And guys come in and understand it and grasp the concept and play through it. The problem is we saw game 1 from the Pelicans, and Justin and you and I kind of discussed this offline. Like they kept running actions like that made sense for the Pelicans, and they knew what they were looking for. It's game 4, and that's no longer here. And that shouldn't be gone just because Dejounte isn't playing. Like, no, you still should be running the same exact sets, looking for the same things because so players can be accustomed to that and knowing what they're looking for. This is why all of the players on the Pelicans are replaceable at this point, because no matter what, Willie Green has really just cut the legs from out under everybody. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Chaz, like as Jarrett said, for like over a year now, there's no consistency, right? Like they just like the Warriors just showed you. Steph Curry's out, Andrew Wiggins out. They're playing the same exact way. Dejounte Murray goes out, they revert back to the same old Pelicans. Dribble, 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 my turn, your turn, dribble, 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 stand in the corner. There was a moment there, I think, in the third quarter where literally the Warriors were zipping the basketball around in their half-court sets, and the Pelicans were simply just dribbling with their head down. No movement whatsoever. Contested midi. How many threes? Let's see. Warriors attempted 46 threes. The Pelicans attempted 22. Their goal is 40. 40. Your goal is to shoot 40 threes, and you put up 22 tonight. How do you expect to win a basketball game when the other team is doubling you in attempts? Oh, and they're also doubling, and they have the same amount of makes as you do attempts. You can't win that way.
Yeah. Truthfully, to Five's point, I kind of mentioned this last show. Shout out to Dejounte, but I don't think this is a symptom of the missing Dejounte Murray because that team wasn't even healthy. And also, I saw this happen when Elfrid Payton was out. Different regime, but symptom of the same poisonous tree, where it's like fruit of the same poisonous tree, where it's like this team just has identity issues. Once I saw like the first 3 possessions, like we talked about Zion at length last game. Once I saw the first 3 possessions, Zion possessions, where they posted them up on the left side against Draymond, back to back to back, like 3 times in a row. It didn't work either time. I was like, yeah, I know what kind of game we're in for here. The Warriors didn't have an active point guard on the roster, and they still managed to get into their sets fast. Run offense, dribble penetration, move the ball effectively. The turnovers were a huge problem for this team all night. And to me, the defense is generally lacking across the board. I thought Brandon did what he could. I thought Zion did what they could, but it kind of got to a point where there were empty calorie points. And truthfully, I just think I don't think this is a very talented roster. I didn't think this was a deep roster. You gotta be real though. Like missing Trey Murphy and Dejounte, that's a huge miss. But they were also missing 3 guys. Buddy Hield, he's new.
But Chaz, they're playing. And I'm glad you bring that up but it doesn't matter. The Warriors play a certain way, no matter who is in the lineup. The Pelicans don't. It's that simple. And Lito, like the Warriors play. Like, we always thought, we got to play with force. Like, what does that mean? Because the Warriors play with force. You don't. So stop saying we got to play with force when you already don't play with force. Like, the Warriors are zipping the ball around, back cut, slot cut, moving the basketball, attacking DHOs, turning the corner, getting in the paint, kick out extra. The Pelicans, what did you see tonight, Lito? I mean, like, maybe I'm like seeing something different, but I saw a lot of standing around, your turn, my turn.
I think the issue boils down to fundamentals and principles. Like the foundation of your team. What is it that you do well? And that's the question you gotta have an answer to. Like, whatever you do well, that's the fallback. That's the default, right? Whenever it's chaotic, you get back to what is it that you do well. Unfortunately, I don't think the Pelicans know. And matter of fact, let's take it a step further. I know that they don't know because we've been asking this question for 3 years now. What is it that you do well? Like, what is it? I saw 5 retweet something, and it was about the offense, and it was his question, his response to it was like, well, what is the offense? And the reason why, like, fundamentally you don't know who you are is because you see a different team every time the Pelicans play. And this is not game 4 of the 2024 season. This is year 6 of this regime. And that's why, like, depending on who's in the lineup or who's not in the lineup, you get a different version of how they play.
Jared, the game plan's out, and it's been the game plan for the last 2 years. If you're aggressive, ball pressure, guard pressure, all that stuff, the Pelicans fold. It's pretty simple. The Pelicans had 24 turnovers tonight. They had 15 in the first half. You're not going to beat anybody in the NBA with 24 turnovers.
Hey, they had more turnovers than 3 shot. They had more turnovers than 3s taken.
Attempted, yeah.
That's a great stat, Leo. Go ahead, Jared.
And see, that's one of the issues. Justin, you talked about the playing with force. I was reading something maybe like a couple months ago, and it was talking about like branding and how people like color blocking is like a big issue when you're talking about branding, and people like to argue about what color to choose because that's such an easy thing to talk about. It's easy to talk about colors because everybody's grown up with colors. And with Willie Green, it's easy to talk about playing with force because it's hard to talk about what scheme you're going to run and being able to dissect it and being able to say, hey, I'm at fault because I didn't have my guys prepared. We don't run certain sets. We don't have really good actions. We don't set screens well. We don't pass the ball well. I couldn't get my guys shot. How many easy shots did the Pelicans take tonight? How many?
I saw that tweet, Jared. I saw that tweet. I'm serious. I can't remember one.
Looks did they get?
Oh, they got a alley-oop. They got an alley-oop from Jose de Missy, maybe in the fourth quarter.
Okay. All right. Well, I saw many. Lito tweeted about this. I saw many back cuts, many passes. I saw the Warriors pass up layups for even better shots in the corner. Like they have an identity. They have an idea of what they want to do and what shots they want to take. Like Steph Curry was on the bench and he knew when they were about to shoot. Like that's the real issue with this team. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they're looking for. And it actually starts at the feet of Griff.
Like this is a shot attempt. It went in from Zion Williamson, but we all talked about it. It's a terrible shot attempt. It's a terrible possession. I'm gonna play it for you right now.
Across the lane. Look at the spins. Williamson fighting for the shot. Wow.
It's an incredible shot.
No, it's not.
No, it's an incredible. Like to make that shot is incredible. The shot
It's an incredible make.
Yes, an incredible make. The shot attempt in itself is horrific.
You know what's funny? You know, he made that shot. You know what the better shot attempt was the pull-up midi that he missed.
Because it
Like,
was.
I would take 20 of those a game. Even if he missed them, I would take 20 of those a game. Just because it's a good shot. I don't want to see many of Spinneroni's pull up. And
pirouette as your boy would say. Kevin Harlan, right? Chaz, what do you've talked about how you don't like Zion on the block. Kind of explain to me why. Why do they keep doing it? Why don't you like the look?
Well, you're playing 5 out with one shooter on the court. The one respected shooter being CJ McCollum, who had a really off night tonight. No one really is guarding Herb or Brandon. Still getting people guard Brandon, but no, you'll live with a Brandon 3-pointer at this stage, right? Just until his reputation increases for being a 3-point shooter. And you posting up the greatest defensive player in the last 20 years also, right? That's another thing. Quick story here. So when I was playing basketball, it was a long time ago, right? I got a couple of awards. I was doing my thing. At a certain point, I realized I wasn't going to be like 6'6". Like that wasn't happening. So, I kind of stopped going to practice. I just said, fuck it, I'm going to do something else, right? And my coach, this is in Texas. So, in Texas, your coach would be like your teacher and shit. And so the coach comes into class. He like, holla at you for a minute, Cheddar. So I'm like, what's up, coach? He like, look, you're not coming to practice no more. What's going on? I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm going to do this no more. I ain't getting no taller, right? And he said, well, look, you got to tell me why I need you. You got to tell me why I need you. And I'm going to keep it real. Willie Green, the rest of the staff, Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado, Javonte Green. You got to tell me why I need you. You got to tell me why I need you. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I hope Herb is okay, but I can't sit here and act like Herb was lighting it up. I mean, on the season, Herb's 45% from the field, 11%. Is it 11 or 1? I don't even know how to calculate that. Is it 1? He's averaging 0 makes on 3 attempts. 50% from the free throw line. Jose, God, I hope this don't crack my screen. Jose, 22% field goal percentage, 28% from behind the arc, no free throws. Javonte Green on the season, 66% from the field. Is that right? 33% from beyond, 33% from beyond the arc, 85% from 3, averaging 6 points. Herb averaging 7. Jose averaging 2.
I'm reacting to your text, Lito. Sorry, but go ahead.
It's like family. It's like family. You got to tell me why I need you. And I know why I need Zion. I know why I need Brandon. I know why
Herb,
I need
Chaz.
I
think you need Herb.
I understand. I understand you need him, and that's more of a testament to Willie Green's poor use of Herb. But what I'm saying is, if you can't give me anything, because right now the Pelicans ain't defending well, and they're not producing on offense. No one's doing anything well right now aside from Yves Messi, and I would say on both sides.
Can I stop you there? Chaz?
3. Kuminga driving hard. Knocked away inside.
Phenomenal block. Phenomenal. So everybody else, you got to tell me why I need you. Because I don't have no affinity for role players. I think role players are there to be upgraded. Yeah, you're missing Dejounte. You're missing Trey. But everybody's still cashing their checks. You got to tell me why I need you. Coaching staff, role players, the stars, they showed up tonight. Everybody else failed in their role aside from Yves Messi. And if you're JRE, you probably shouldn't be in that role. Honestly, like I don't even.
Don't get me started on that.
What the motherfuckers up with that?
Don't get me
like.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on that. Lito, Chaz, let's go. Jose Alvarado looks just off. Everything about him just he just does not look good at all. I mean, it's 4 games in the year, but man, he's giving you nothing off the bench right now.
I mean, I totally forgot he was out there. I'm glad he got paid. Shout out to him. Maybe time to add him to a little trade machine. You know what I'm saying? Look, I agree with Chaz when Chaz was saying, you look up at the talent up and down the roster, and it's crazy. Missing Dejounte shouldn't have this big of an effect on you because, like, technically he's not been here for any of this. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that the fact that guy is not here is now like, it looks like you are a shell of yourself from that first game. I mean, also, that first game was against a bad team, but Jose, yeah, I mean, you could go up and down the roster. JRE, I don't know what JRE does.
Do you think he's out of, like, look, I don't, I mean, JRE shouldn't get minutes anyways, but, like, he's playing the 5. like he's literally, like, you're playing him.
But here's my thing. You play him at the 4?
No, I don't think he's an NBA player.
Okay, cool, because that was my point. You play him at the 3?
You think he is, Jet?
Could be. Right, like,
I don't know what
he
he does
in
well.
OKC.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, on a really, really bad OKC team, but like on a, like, whatever. I mean,
I think it's more so about development. I think it's more so about the people that are like, what are they telling JRE on a day-to-day? Yeah, for sure. What are they telling JRE or Jordan Hawkins or Jose Alvarado on a day-to-day basis that helps them become better basketball players? They're just out there hooping, right? Whether good or bad, that's what they have no plan. They have no identity. They just, like, how do you get better in a role when you don't have a role defined for you? How you don't know. You just out there playing in hopes that your energy gets you over the hill. Like, that's idiotic at the NBA level.
It's concepts of a plan. It's literally like what it is. It's nothing defined. It's I'll let you know when it's time to let you know. You can even look at it as a starting lineup, right? He was like, I have it in my head. I just don't want to verbally say it. And this is 2 days before the season starts, and people were like, not knowing the starting lineup really gonna make a big deal. And like, right. Yeah, yes.
And to Grub, shout out to Grub, my dog. Like,
hello, Grub.
We can't even correctly evaluate anybody because no one has a role. We don't know what we just think like, that dude can play basketball, that dude can't. That's all we're saying. We really can't tell. And we wonder why guys like a Dyson Daniels goes to Atlanta and he has success because people actually have plans. Right? They can properly evaluate certain things. Like, oh, well, maybe we need to have a guy alongside Trae Young that plays defense and just wants to play 3 and D, and then he can kind of figure things out rather than giving him the book and be like, hey, lead our team. Well, man, this shit frustrating.
I kind of want to rant from Justin. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like Justin should be upset. Like, I want beige rage at full display tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we up, it's almost 12 o'clock. We just watch some bullshit. Somebody do got to get mad.
On national television.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a national game.
Oh.
Yeah, man, and that's really the question, right? Whereas it's always a question of who's in charge, who's doing what, who thought this was okay, right? Who thought this would work? Shout out to Cole, man. Yeah, man, I'll make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We're gonna have to start making stuff over here. Like,
we talked about it, man. We just gonna stop talking.
What did I miss? I'm just trying to clip something.
We gonna stop talking.
Hey,
it's like if you
y'all in here, hit the like button. My bad, Chad.
Hit the like button. No, you're good. You're good. If you even look at that first game again, it's like,
you know what?
You're playing a bunch of teams where you're in about the same tier. You know what I'm saying? You're all in that bad to below average to maybe slightly above average tier. Like, you're all right there. And again, it's like The 3-point shooting wasn't there. You run out that second line. Look, no one's respecting Javonte Green's jumper. No one's respecting that. No one's respecting Jose's jumper. Stop running that. The Zion, Brandon, everybody. Somebody gotta have a Mark Ingram moment. Sean Payton kept running this bullshit ass off tackle run to the left, and it got stopped like 2-3 times in a row. And Mark Ingram got up and said, "Man, don't run that shit no more. Stop calling that. Don't call that shit no more." Zion got to do that. Stop putting me on the team. Don't put me on the floor with no motherfucking Herb, Javonte, and Hawkins, and Jose. Nobody cares.
What other option does he have right now, Chaz? What other option does he have?
You got fucking options. You got options. And here's the thing. Willie Green may not have no options. Shout out to Shane. Appreciate you, bro.
Shout out to you, Shane. Griffin's got options.
Don't have options. Willie Green don't have options. But you could have kept Matt Ryan. Right, you like all this. I don't understand all this confidence in Jose at this point. Like
the light that Jose Alvarado has is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Like it's all about who you know in this world, man. But it's just crazy, bro.
Nah, Justin, I disagree, dog. I disagree.
Good.
I disagree because listen, you just said what options does he have, right? Well, yo, Golden State, if I'm not mistaken, literally did not have Steph Curry. Like that man was not playing.
Hey,
Wiggins was not playing.
Lito, we'll just do this.
We're gonna figure it out.
Just gonna figure it out.
When you gonna do that though?
We're just gonna figure it out.
Like when you gonna do that? Yo, like to Fav's point though, earlier when the show first started, dog, movement, motion, offense, a semblance of an offense. If you I don't know, bro. Like I feel like what the fuck are they practicing?
No.
Like what are they practicing?
They just look lifeless. There's no energy, there's no juice, there's no just anything. Like they just going through the motions. Go ahead, Fav.
So see, shit like this really pisses me off. And Kay, this is really not no indictment at you. No, who the fuck?
I didn't. Yeah, we'll take calls. We'll take calls.
My bad, Fav. That was me.
Damn, Lito. Yeah, it wasn't me.
Kay, this is not really an indictment at you. I don't know you. You just said some dumb shit. This ain't James Borrego's offense. This is not. This is far from it. It has no rhythm. This what we're watching from the Pelicans doesn't make sense at all. It looks like what we've been watching for the last, let's say, 5 years, 6 years. James Borrego can't really say much. He can't really do much. I don't know why he came back, to be honest with you, because he's handheld by Willie Green. He's not letting him do anything. They run some semblance of his offense for a couple games. It works. Then he starts getting praised, and then Willie cuts it up. Like I don't get this shit. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on with this team, what their actual plan is. It's idiotic. Justin, you look at a team and they talk about like offense and schemes. What do the Pelicans run consistently and do well?
That's such a good point, because there's a moment where whenever the Pelicans need a three, I can already tell you what the play is going to be. It's going to be a Jordan Hawkins rub and then to a flare screen. That's the only set they run for Jordan Hawkins, Trey Murphy. That's literally the only set. Other than that, I don't know, Jared. There are no principles. There are no actions. Like it's insane to me, because in the group chat today, Chaz asked the question, like something about Borrego. I actually watched film of his Hornet States. Go watch, if y'all are in this chat right now, go watch James Borrego's offense in Charlotte. And he doesn't have like superstars, by the way. He doesn't have like, he's got like Devontae Graham, Terry Rozier, Cody Zeller. Like he doesn't have like, he's got Gordon Hayward. Like these motherfuckers are flying off DHOs. They're slot cutting. They're playing off the big. They're chasing it. They're backdoor. They're dribble hand. I don't see any of it, Jared. I don't see any of it. And I don't know if it's a player thing or whatever. Like they ain't, this ain't a, like James Borrego is one of the best offensive minds in the league. And this ain't it.
At minimum top 10, right?
Minimum.
Like, minimum top 10. I'm just saying, like, just have something that's consistent, right? Like it may not work every night.
This is true, Flight. This is true. Exactly.
It may not work every night, right? You might lose running it, but at least you have somewhat of an identity. When you have to go into a game and you're guessing what you're going to do that night, I think the Pelicans, and Chaz and I have said this for about a couple of years, they go into games in the negative. They literally have to dig themselves out of a hole because Willie Green's their coach.
Another good one, 5.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He look like a Hall of Famer right now. Yeah, them looking like a whole different team.
Whole different team.
But you know, Justin, I don't know what you was about to ask me, but fuck your question, Justin. I'm gonna say this. Check this out. The thing is, when you up 20 on the team, and they outshoot you by 20 some odd threes, that 20-point lead don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you go up and down the depth chart, or you go up and down the game chart, right? Brandon shot 6 threes. And look, shout out to Brandon. Salute. He was 3 for 6, right? But in a game like this, you probably need him to take between 10 and 12.
Like, I get that. I totally get that later, but like I totally disagree with you because like he shot 6 tonight.
Yeah.
You want him to shoot 12? He should.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
yeah.
like,
I want you to do what the game. I want you to do what
totally disagree with that.
I want you to do what the game calls for. I'm not. I understand that. But did they win?
Hey, what Smokey Mama said when what Smokey said when his mama gave him that $1? Like,
this ain't enough.
This ain't enough. Like, no matter, like if you lost the game, whatever you did in that game ain't enough.
Yo, look, the 6 threes is cool, but if they're asking you to take 8, that's still like, it's like with Zion when he had like 7 rebounds, like that's cool, but you're capable of getting like 10, 11, like, so it's like, it's cool, but again, and this go back, this goes for the staff, this goes for everybody. Why do I need you? You gotta tell me why I need you. That's nice what you did back in the day. What you doing here? Karl Malone was a bad motherfucker back in the day. He don't play no more. Like that's nice what you did 2, 3, 4 years ago. That's awesome. That's nice what you did for the other team. Why do I need you here? What you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. And so that's really what it boils down to. I think in the position the Pelicans in, I don't think nobody can get no slack right now. People getting paid, they're getting fat while we starve. And
promotions.
And that's real because when the Pelicans suck, don't nobody want to hire you to talk about the Pelicans. And the sponsorship, they're like, damn, it's gonna be like this all year. Nobody want to do nothing. You can't get no tots from motherfucking company burger. You can't get nothing. Ain't no free smoothies when the Pelicans playing like this. That your water getting cut short. So everybody accountable. I don't care who got here, who just got here, who hands tied. I want them all accountable. Everybody got an answer. Like fuck that.
I'm not moving the goalposts when I say that I want. I'm using Brandon as an example, but yes, realistically, like everybody, you have to do the math. Like, unfortunately, now basketball is analytics, and you gotta make the points have to add up. Everybody know 3s more than 2s in this situation. Again, he took 6. I thought BI played well. If we be honest, I ain't have a problem. I ain't have a problem with his game at all. And that's not what if that's what it sounded like I was saying, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Justin said Jose Alvarado had a green light, right? I feel like Brandon like
it's crazy to me. It really is crazy to me.
The fact that Brandon maybe feels like he has to be measured and Jose doesn't. It's kind of like what I'm getting at, so it's not a diss on Brandon at all.
I want to talk about Brandon. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. This ties into that. Cause we heard stuff behind the scenes last year since Coach Borrego's been here. Do y'all think the players want to run James Borrego's offense, or you think he's met some resistance from the players, so it's not even really an option at all? Because that is things we've heard in the past.
Threes pays cutting. It sounds like a lot of fun, but you have to be in shape to do so. So maybe some do, some don't. Like that's what James Borrego, like it's all read and react. Dribble handoffs, back doors, attacking, long closeouts, kick, extra. It's all ball movement. I'm telling you, go watch his offense in Charlotte. He got that team better every single year. They were one of the best, one of the most efficient offenses in the league, I think. Once again, he didn't have. I'm pretty sure he didn't have one All-Star on that team.
Thank you, Stout man.
Stout man, appreciate you, man.
Love,
So look, guys. I mean,
Damn.
I'll do the link here in like 15 minutes. Y'all can get up here. Y'all can talk for like a minute if you have questions for the panel or anything like that. We'll do that in about 20 minutes. But Jared, I did want to talk about Brandon Ingram's performance because I did think tonight. I think he's playing quick. I think he's playing quicker. I think he's making better decisions. He's obviously shooting the 3-ball. I think there's this one clip I have right here. I wanted to play and then hear your thoughts on Brandon.
Says it slips all the time. He's constantly adjusting it. On top, 3 Ingram, and they want him to take more 3.
Stillman made me sad, Chaz.
Yeah, man. He was in rhythm.
Oh, yeah. That made me sad too.
You know what's funny? Chaz kind of spoke to this maybe a couple months ago about Brandon and Zion and how many like 30+ points they have like together, right?
And we talked about that right before the show too. Yeah, go ahead.
And I wasn't even on, right?
Yeah, you weren't even here, yep.
So, and it's funny, like it came in a loss, right? Like, oh, finally they have a good game, but also they played well when the other one was off the court.
Yeah.
And that just lets you know, like, you still wasn't able to win the game. You still wasn't good enough. You weren't even close. You lost a 20-point lead. A 20-point lead. That vanished very quickly. But again, I thought Brandon played well. His he came out aggressive, right? He was looking for a shot early. He shot the first shot was a contested turnaround jumper, and then
the shot clock, yeah.
And, which is crazy, right? Look at the first shot that the Golden State Warriors had, right? It was a pin down for Moses Moody for a 3, and then the Pelicans they didn't know what the hell they were running. They couldn't get a good shot, and Brandon had to make something out of nothing, and that kind of got him going. That's the thing that pains me about this team. We don't know what it's gonna look like night in, night out, and Brandon just got to go make something happen out of nothing.
So, Lito, before we talk about Brandon, let's talk about Zion. 31 points. He responded pretty well tonight. I thought Reggie was actually kind of hilarious during the show. Reggie was like, minutes restriction. Why is he on minutes restriction? For what? He had
8 turnovers.
7 turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
a minus 14, second worst on the team. You know, I hate plus minus, but yeah, 7 turnovers.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, you would think so, but how many he had last game? Nah, I don't want to put you on the spot to answer that question because I know you don't probably.
I got you. We're professionals.
Just been a fucking professional.
I mean, we're just professionals. This is what we do, literally, right? To the best podcasters in the world. He had 3.
He had 3.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, I'm gonna tell you, turnovers aside, there were so many available opportunities for him to take that free throw line jumper tonight. There were so many opportunities.
He's been working in the offseason on that, Lito.
That's what I've been hearing. Justin. Word on the street. Streets been talking. They've been telling me that. That's why.
Do you believe it? Do you believe the streets?
I mean, the thing about the streets is, man, if you believe them, you know what I'm saying. It gets you tangled and twisted in some other shit. So you really got to go by what your eyes see. Can't go.
What do you see?
What do
you see? What do your eyes see?
If he has been taking it, he don't look comfortable shooting it. So you know what I'm saying. Like that's what my eyes telling me. I don't believe that. I'm not gonna say he hasn't been working on it. It could be something mentally with him too, like a block there, like he just don't feel comfortable shooting it. But let me ask
this. Yeah. If you're not comfortable doing it, why is that? Why do you think you're not comfortable doing it? Because my answer would be because you consistently don't work hard enough at it. Because if you work at it consistently at a really good pace and really, really focus on it, I think you can get better and you can build confidence that way. I don't see it.
I mean, I agree with you. I think it's you just talked about Dyson's lack of a role player development. I mean, you could go up and down the line of players who have left, who are still here. I think with him though, I don't look. This is my words. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't think he's a hard worker. I don't feel like he's a hard worker because that would show to me that was showing his game. I wouldn't know that a reverse pivot spin is coming every time. Like if he was a hard worker, if he worked on his game as much as he wants us to believe this is supposed to be his revenge tour. And I hope all the shit I'm saying is like wrong and it blows up and somebody send me a viral moment of him like winning MVP and getting to the All-Star game. But that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen because he celebrates success, right? He be on a path, and then some shit happened with him where he just let his foot off the gas. He go back to old habits. He really game pretty much. Like it's the perfect one for him.
You didn't lie. He doesn't work hard. What has he developed from? Let me ask you this: whoever wants to answer, what has he developed from his rookie season to now? Can you give me one thing? Well, so I'm seriously. Can you give me one thing in what he's gotten better at? Jumper's not there. Ball handling's not great. Footwork is terrible. 0 post moves. Free throw shooting has gotten worse, I pretty much believe. His efficiency has gotten worse. His field goal percentage has gotten worse. What has he gotten better at?
None. All right. And also, this motherfucker could score 30 a night if you wanted to. But that's not what we're really referring to, right? Like, I don't know if he wants to really be great. I think that's the real question.
He's scared of that, Father.
Do y'all recall like Wemby saying like some players
don't work hard,
and to be honest, I think he's probably referring to Zion because everybody, Wemby was like there are some players that he doesn't really like anymore because they don't work hard enough. I can kind of see how he was referring to Zion in that because everybody else, look at the Palos, look at the Ants, look at the these other number 1 picks, right?
It's just
Zion is getting passed up. Whether he knows it or not.
Dallas, no, it's year 6. It's not 4 games and it's 6. It's year 6. Stop thinking like that. I mean, you can have your own opinion. I don't really care. I'm just saying we're not thinking like that.
Yeah, I like Zion a lot. I just don't know whether where does it when does he become a superstar? When does it take off for him? Because if you're looking at Paolo, you're looking at other number 1 guys, he's not close to what they're doing. He's not on a consistent basis, no.
I think it's to me such a layered conversation.
Yeah.
Because I always say it's 33, 33, 33, right? 33% him, 33% where he landed, and 33% the coaching staff. I went back. I watched this game live, but I didn't get a chance to go back and watch it again yet. But when I look at this, right, is Zion right here driving. It's Hawkins at the top of the key. Javonte set a screen on the left side. Jose open in the corner, and Misi kind of crashing. You're gonna see that if there's 10 possessions in a row with that second unit, you're gonna see it about 8 possessions. To me, I'm a little shocked that he's been as good as he's been given the situation, because it's been a really bad situation.
Did he just say this? I'm sorry, Jazz.
He's playing chess out there, not checkers.
Did Joseph? Did he just say this in his presser? Like Z said he's playing chess out there.
I didn't hear that.
Probably in the off season.
Nah, I mean to this point, like I got theories.
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say I think he might be checked out a little bit.
When we talked about this in the off season, coming into the season, I'm like, these dudes don't look like they believe they good. Like they don't, and that's the thing too. Where it's like y'all didn't change nothing. Like nobody changed nothing. It's been to me it's been 5, 6. This is year 6, so it's been 5 years. Nothing's changed. Like you still don't got enough shooters. The offense is still dog shit. You still ain't really got the starting center you need. Nobody's getting better. I don't know nobody who been in this building who got better.
Chad,
Like
starting center. Tice ain't a center. Like we don't have a center.
Yeah,
Our
well, he got
center-
the 6'7" guy. Yeah, but I'm saying he's been serviceable for what he's been asked to do, right?
I
Serviceable.
agree.
enough. But I'm really thinking like, who has got significantly better in the building? Like that draft class, man. I'm gonna keep it fucking dollar. That draft class is overrated. The Trey Herb Jose draft class, they gotta stop, dog. It gotta stop. No one would be like, come on, like let's knock it off, dog. Let's knock it off. It's a solid draft. It's solid to good. But you still got more questions than answers about this. Because if Herb's playing like he's playing now, or like what happened in the playoffs all year, if that's just who he is, or that's how he's going to be used, then he's overpaid. If we never get to see what happens with Trey Murphy, like, you know, if the injury things happen, how he's used continues to happen, then what's going to happen with that? Jose is just, like, he ain't overpaid. You know, he's a great story, but you needed a backup point guard coming into the season. And it's just like, come on, like, it's the same bullshit playbook. Like, the only difference between the last game and this game is they ran all the actions on the right side last game. In this game, they ran all the actions on the left side. That's the only thing that happened. It was the same exact thing. Same actions. That same bullshit ass Brandon. Brandon and Zion don't need to be in no actions.
Because Zion doesn't ever fucking roll. Watch Zion. It drives me insane, the Brandon Zion PNR. Zion does not. This is what I'm talking about. He's not a good screen center. He doesn't know how to literally just pause. He doesn't know how to fucking put his ass into the defender, seal him off, and fucking roll. It's very simple. It's a pocket pass. You're playing 4-on-3.
Justin, no, you're not. You never playing 4-on-3.
Yes, you are. In theory, you're playing 4-on-3.
Justin, let's say he seals and rolls, right?
He doesn't do it.
Somebody gonna stick with Herb and Jose and Javonte.
You know
Green,
but Chaz, but look, that's fine. But just play the right way. Just fucking screen, seal the fucking defender, roll, pocket pass, 4-on-3, and then you live with the results. It's just better than dribble. Oh, CJ, dribble, corner, 6 seconds left. Okay, Brandon, let's do a 15-foot fadeaway jumper.
Okay, now do the pick and roll with Brandon and Zion.
Do the pick and roll.
Do the same thing you Chaz just said. Like go through.
Sure, they literally did. They literally did. I think end of the third quarter, maybe start of the fourth. Zion sprinted up, screen. Brandon drew 2, pocket pass, 1 dribble. Zion blew the left-handed layup. I was okay with the shot because it was the right look and the right action. Go back to the first quarter. They run it. Zion half-ass screens, half-ass rolls. Brandon gets doubled. There's like 6 people in one spot. Shit gets blown up.
Before Chaz, before you respond, we gotta clean up Justin's actions. I'm sorry.
We ain't no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting it paper. You know what I'm talking about?
Fuck off.
Yeah,
Go.
so many worst shooters on Golden State. Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like, bro, no one. Shout out to SJ. No one moves. That's why it's like the whole thing to me. I don't really now. I'm at a point where I don't really know what the answer is because again, you got a motherfucking 6'6" power forward out there, right? You got a 6'7" center, right? You got it's just ridiculous when you watch the screen, like it's just dog.
It's like
I'm trying to understand, like, because Zion ain't like no vertical threat necessarily. So I'm trying to like him rim running and there's 3 motherfuckers in the paint. I'm trying to see what's gonna happen. Like this is where like Lito said the free throw line jumper or floater, things like that, wild hook shots, cool. I'm just talking about easy baskets. Brandon slow. Neither one of them have a fucking handle. Zion is 6'6". So I'm like the actions between those two. What's advantageous there? It ain't like it's Darius Garland and fucking 7-footer. it ain't Jose and Yves Messi. Them two just ain't really like. You worried about Brandon beating you off the dribble? No. You worried about Zion skying over a 7-footer and dunking on him? Really? No. It's like what them two doing?
I just want
like,
them to play the right way. I just want them to run a simple pick and roll, man. Like, just a simple pick and roll. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking much. The bar is so low, Chaz. Yes, 5.
There are advantages of them running a pick and roll. I'll just say it. You just create an advantage. Like you create angles, right? That's one thing if you can. But the problem is they don't do really well at passing or screening. So there is no entry pass. There is no pocket pass rarely. And then they just don't run it enough. It looks like this is the first time that they're doing this. It doesn't look like two people that have been playing on the same team for 5 years have ever run a pick and roll together. And these guys always have the basketball in their hands. It makes no sense. You remember, matter of fact, Brandon's on this hot streak right in the first quarter. Him and Zion are on the left side, almost on a fast break. He pitches it to Zion. Zion's in his way. They look like people that have never played with each other. Pause. Like it's an anomaly. Like I'm like, bro, y'all been on a team together. Like, how you not know what he about to do? And you,
I can tell you right now why, Jarrett, because they don't put in the extra work together. You know why I know? Because we were there every single day and we saw it for a week and they made this big deal and then they stopped doing it.
But the counter too is like, because I 100% agree with Justin. I'm just like, why y'all look so much better without each other on the floor though? Like that's the thing. That's why I can't blame the players. It's the fit and it's the way they're used. I believe any competent coaching would have them at least looking better. You know what I'm saying? At least looking better than this. It's ain't no way in the world you can tell me the fit is this bad. Do I think it's good? No. But ain't no way in the world it's this bad. Okay, let's say it is. Let's say it's awful. Then put 2 other players into action. Put them into action with CJ. Put them in the act like dog. They
put
had
them in action with Hawkins. Anybody. We can play with 5.
They had Javonte Green parked in the corner the entire game. And if you watch Javonte Green is a slasher. His highlight is his athleticism at the rim. Right, mind you, he's only like 6'3" too. Also, right. But I'm like, I'm really watching this, Reggie. Like, why they're having so much trouble making a pass to the inside, right? And I'm like, I'm like, how do y'all think this is gonna work? Like, what about this makes y'all think this could work? Like, it's just stupid, bro. It's just stupid. It's
the YMCA,
it's very
the YMCA offense. That's great, Jared. Did you? Also, the off-ball screens is an easy concept, but Jared, they don't set screens on off-ball either.
Yeah, no flare screens, no down screens, no pin downs. Like, and
how easy a pin down be? I'm sorry, Jeremy, cut you off. You know how easy a pin down be with just Zion and Brandon on the left side. Like, this isn't like. To me, this is very basic.
Bro, like, they don't move. Like they literally don't move.
It's only 2 people. 2 people on the team. 2 people on the team move, bro. Like without the basket. Hawkins and probably Herb. And I forgot about me. Yeah.
I think CJ does a decent job.
Hey, man, and I know we probably need to talk about CJ because everybody's in the
I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, CJ had an awful night.
Man, my thought CJ for somebody that has like a handle somewhat, he really can't dribble against pressure. It's
weird.
The most mind-boggling thing to witness. Like, bro, you will have somebody crossed up, but yet as soon as you see pressure, it's like you forget how to dribble a basketball.
It's weird. I'm starting to think he's just a Pelicans.
It's weird.
Nah, he was in Portland too.
I'm trying to think like I don't even know, dog. Like this been the script on this team for about 2-3 years.
Yep. Ball pressure.
Like ball pressure. Like last season, it was like Borrego ball and Brandon's gonna run the point. I'm like, if I pressure Brandon, and he probably can't get the ball into the front court. Like, so how that's gonna work? Then they switched to point Zion, and it was like it was cool for like that stretch, but you didn't see enough of it to say this is a permanent fixed, and the team wasn't healthy at the time. The bottom line is you need talent. You got to stop falling in love and with these relationships with these role players, dog. That's really what it boils down to. Like, love Jose and what he brings to the team. He's situational. He should be situational. Javonte Green.
He's also defensive liability. Okay, he does the little Grand Theft Alvarado, but any bigger point guard, Brandon Podziemski for tonight, is just stronger, just bigger than him. Who was it for Portland? Scoot Henderson just dominated him. He's just not a good matchup for these type of guards.
Hey.
I just think it's situational. I can't. I don't want to totally discredit him because he's had some. Really
he's
big
a good
games.
player. I like.
Well,
when
good
Jose
is a strong word.
Jose's a fine player, but he can't be your backup point guard. Going up against.
I think Jose is very, very serviceable, but you do everybody a disadvantage when you put them in these disadvantageous situations. Again, if I think Gary Payton III was probably the junior. Is he junior or the third? Which one is he? Second.
He does have a brother that's a junior, which is crazy.
Huh.
All right. Wait, shout out to the glove, man.
Yeah,
but
no glove,
he was the smallest guy on the court for Golden State, but he's a strong motherfucker. Like he a dog. Man, you don't put Jose out there in that situation. Why'd you even send Antonio Reeves to the G League when you know your people dropping like flies? And we don't even know the extent of Herb's injury. I hope it's not an AC joint. You can't play with him. You can't play with no fucking AC joint. Well, you can.
Chaz,
I mean,
when I saw it, that's what I was thinking too, Chaz.
AC joint. You think?
Yeah, because he grabbed high.
Yeah, he grabbed right there. Yeah, I hope it ain't no AC joint, man.
It's his right. It's his right shoulder. It's his right shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, right shoulder.
Herb with the injury tonight, and that was tough. So look, y'all got 10 more minutes with the fan. Y'all want to go fan question?
Let's show love to the fans, man.
All right, so look, guys, I'm gonna drop the link here. If y'all want to come talk, y'all got 30 seconds. So if you have a question or a comment, get in 30 seconds.
You know the motherfuckers is not going.
But you see, I can control it. So you got 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So there's the link. If you want to come up, talk about what you got, ask a question, come on up.
While we waiting on that, I want to say I'm happy to see Brandon Ingram have a good game against Kuminga, because usually, the last couple times the physicality of the game, whether it be the refs not calling or just how Zion may not have been there and the physicalness of the game got to him. But I want to ask y'all, how many times do you need to get beat on a backdoor slot cut to understand that it's about to happen? They ran that shit 64 times, and they scored on at least 50 of those possessions.
You know what's crazy? You told that lie so well that I believed it.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't doubt that they ran it that many times for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, damn, he really in this shit. But that's the position the Warriors put you in when they're running that they're trying to go backdoor, and if you overplay, that's gonna be there. And there was nothing the Pelicans could do because they putting a lot of pressure on the low man, because the low man's guarding the shooter and he's running off a pin down. So you're gonna get caught. If you're in the wrong place, you're gonna get caught. So
I just think we need a new coach, dog. I really think it's just at that point. Shout out to Terry, man.
Terry, you're live, Terry. Welcome to the show.
What up, Terry?
Terry, can you hear us?
Oh no, he got a.
No, he's joined. He just doesn't. Terry, can you hear us?
A 1-2.
See, he's on. So I'm saying, Terry, can you hear us? No, okay. Corey,
what up,
you're live. 30 seconds. What's up, bud? How you doing?
No BBW talk, Cole.
Say, look, I just want to say it's kind of obvious, but it was a coaching loss. Like, to say that we clearly had the better roster, they clearly had the better coach. Like, it ain't even matter, obviously, that Steph and them wasn't out there. It's the fact they got Steve Kerr, we got Willie Green. So I ain't gonna stunt. I fell for the bait. I thought we was gonna win, but clearly not. I didn't even. Yeah.
Hey, Co. I know you had 30 seconds, but I want to shout out you, man. You are here every single
My
show, every
dog.
single night. Like, you are the biggest supporters, man. Like, we really, really appreciate you, man. So
appreciate y'all, man.
thanks for everything, man. Appreciate you.
Already.
Later, man. Let's see. Terry, what's up, man? How you doing? What you got? You might be muted. Terry, can you hear me? I can't hear you though.
Yeah, we can't hear you, T. He ain't
leaving and join again, Terry.
Yeah,
where's Terry?
Austin, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, man. What's up?
The Saints and the Pelicans are salt and sugar. They both look the same. Pray for intelligent coaching because our coach is green. Y'all have a good night.
Damn,
Yes, sir.
Austin got right to it.
Appreciate you, Austin. Shane, shout out to you. What's up, Shane? Welcome to the show. What's going on?
Hey, you guys can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I was wondering, so, obviously we're only a few games in, but how many losses or at what point do you think if the team continues this way, they make a change, whether that be a trade or, firing Willie?
Chaz, go ahead. Appreciate you, Shane.
15 on the low. I was like, when I saw this final roster, I said, man, I don't know if Willie Green survived 15 games because that November schedule is real. And you might not see this full team until December. So, man, like, I don't know, man. You got to hope Trey come back strong, man. Shout out to Trey. And hopefully everything works out with her. But that schedule about to get brutal.
Yeah. Shane, also, you're also like always here every single night. Really appreciate your support, man. Thanks for being awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Appreciate you, brother. All right, Terry, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
What's good? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
what's
you good?
What's up, Charlamagne? You live?
What's
up? Go ahead, man.
And I don't know where to start. Like the last part. I mean, the Warriors was looking like they was on the 94 Broad. You know what I'm saying? Telling the bus driver back door. I'm like, guys, nobody else seen this. When Steph was out, I was like, okay, I'm chalking this up as a dub. I'm like, okay, cool. We got another one in the win column. We can just, propel this into other wins. And now it's the L, and I'm like, I'm looking like these games looking like those. Was that the Magic? Oh, no. It was the Spurs losses at the end of last season where it could have put us in the playoffs.
The epic Spurs loss that got us all in trouble.
We'll never forget that, Terry. We'll never forget the Spurs game. That changed everything.
It's starting to get like depressing. I'm like, man, like, do I want to change teams? Like this.
So, well, Terry, appreciate you calling. But Lito, what are your thoughts on like Terry's, I guess, comments of just, and he brings up a good point. It's no matter what, it doesn't matter if you're playing in October or April, like these games matter. And you can't afford. I tweeted something out. I'm glad you brought this up, Terry. Appreciate you on the show. I brought this up yesterday. It's like, I hate that people are like, oh, it's just one game. No, it's not. It's not just one game. Because you know what? 2 years ago, you missed the playoffs by 2 games. Last year, you lost a tiebreaker to Phoenix that put you in the play-in.
Yeah.
So you got to take care of business against Portland. You don't. You should have gotten swept in Portland, as Chad said. You don't take care of business tonight against Curry without Curry. At what point do you stop saying it's just one game and start realizing the actual problem?
You don't have the facilities to you don't have the cachet to take games off. You have not earned anything. Nothing has been given to you. You're not like you're not recognized as a threat by anybody. You know, when people mention the Pelicans, you know what they say? They look at the roster and they're like, damn, that's an interesting team. What that mean though? You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? You ever see a girl and you be like, damn, she got an interesting face. Mm-hmm. What that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That don't necessarily that don't mean it's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah. That's a good point. So appreciate it. All right, Mark, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Y'all got me?
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna get straight to cooking. You got Scoot Henderson. You make him look like Michael Jordan. You got Anthony Simons. You make him look like, I don't know, insert another great player. You see what I'm saying here? These dudes come down, hit a shot right in our face. Anthony Simons hitting threes right in our face. And then we get the ball. You got Brandon Ingram run up the court, do some stupid shit. some struggle, goofy shit that I'm sick of looking at. Then you got Zion. We turn the ball over on that possession, and then you get the center, the dude everybody calls soft. He come down, dunk the ball on us. Then we okay, we know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the ball to Zion. Zion get the ball. He's fucking clueless. Then so now that's 2 back-to-back possessions. We just fucking goofy. Then you get Anthony Simons again, another 3-pointer in our face. Boom. And he looking at the team like, what y'all gonna do? Y'all ain't gonna do shit. He hit another 3 probably on the next possession. And this happens every game. It happened tonight again. Buddy Hield turned into insert any great player. You could put an analogy because this dude was superhuman against us. Buddy Hield hitting threes, staring at our whole team like, what the fuck y'all gonna do? None of y'all gonna hit a 3. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, we not talking about these we're not talking about Banchero. We're not even talking about superstars. We're talking about Anthony Simons. And I'm not saying he a slouch or nothing, but we got Zion and Brandon who's guys supposed to be somebody. And they routinely shrink to the moment. They don't rise to the moment. They don't get big in the moment. Pause. They not them dudes when we need them. I don't care about Brandon's. I don't even care how many points he had. We lost by 30 points. You see what I'm saying? It would have been worse than that if y'all boy JRE didn't hit a 3. JRE hit a 3 and then some backup that I don't even know his name hit a 3. And that got us to 9 total 3s. And then you got Zion talking tough in the interview. I don't even care what Zion said in the interview. They shouldn't even been allowed on the podium. But I'm gonna get it. That's my 30 seconds. I'm gonna let y'all cook on that.
Mark, appreciate you, bro.
Mark.
Yes, sir.
Mark, that was great.
Mark.
I got like 4 other people, so I'm gonna continue to get going here. But Mark, appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you,
let's get Young Prospect up here. Young Prospect, always here. Appreciate you. Welcome to the show. What you got?
Whoa.
Y'all hear me?
Hey, we
What
can
up,
hear
Prospect?
you.
Hey, Lito, you know I was talking to y'all about this the other night. Did you see Zion with that trash ass spin move? Hey, bro, that shit is fucking hideous. I hate it. But let me say this. Look, I feel like the game plan for the Warriors was to focus on CJ and Hawk tonight, because that was the players they was really denying. They let Zion and B.I. do whatever the fuck they wanted, because they like, ain't nobody else shooting threes. Trey on the bench. We ain't got to worry about nobody else. Hawk and CJ, they only shooters. Let's worry about them. Give Zion and B.I. them trash-ass minutes. They can have them. Next to that, I feel like the players giving up on Willie. They half-ass running these plays like they already know this shit ain't going to work. So Willie got to go. And I want to give a shout-out to Missy for the dunk that he had at the end of the game. That was the best play of the game. Fucking rookie who played basketball 3 years ago had the best play of the whole game. It's some bullshit. And I'm going to say this. If we start off under 500 within the first 10 games, I'm kidnapping Willie.
Okay. Well, we can't.
As a metaphor. He meant that metaphorically.
Jared, what do you, metaphorically, of course, Jared, what are your thoughts? So he actually brings up some good points, though, of not basically the game plan around CJ and Hawk.
Yeah, it seems liable, right? Like they were denying, they were topsiding, and they knew that the Pelicans weren't good at passing, so they weren't going to go back door, top lock it. So I mean, it all makes sense. And then the Pelicans themselves don't run an offense. Like once you stop the initial action, they're just going to go ISO. So there was no ramifications for their actions, or consequences for their actions, because all right, well, if you're just going to do this, I know you're going to try to just get in the paint, and Draymond was playing help side and trying to take charges on Zion when he tried to bulldoze his way through the lane. And it's not
the thing the Warriors do. They take charges. Brian, welcome to the show. What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. What's good, man? Shout out to y'all for being up at 12:30.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
All right, man. So y'all was saying, what are they working on? What are they working on? I want to know what's Willie working on in the off season, because obviously he ain't doing shit. And 2, y'all were saying, why did they bring Borrego back? Do y'all think Griffin told Borrego, hey, come back, we'll see how the start of the season go. If it don't work out, we're going to put you right in that head coach spot.
Who is this guy? I
don't know if we can expound on.
You don't have to. Hey, you don't have to. The writing's on the wall. Otherwise, why would he come back? He can go to any bench.
Wait, Brian, is this an alias? Is this an alias?
Brian, who are you? Really,
like,
Brian, who are you? Is this your real name?
Yo, that's my real name. I've been
Are
a
you
member since
AI?
before. I've been on this podcast when it was just two people.
Brian, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for always the support. No, you bring up a really good point, though. Thanks for calling in. Obviously, you're usually always here too, so I appreciate your support. But Brian actually brings up an interesting point, right? We talked about this in the offseason about how Borrego was, a candidate for the Lakers coaching job, Detroit, and I'm missing one more thing, Cleveland. Those three, he eventually winds back up in New Orleans, and it's actually an interesting point, Chaz, right? Is there maybe possibly something where Griff talked to Borrego? Because we were hearing that like Griff did not want to lose Borrego whatsoever. Do you think Brian has a point there?
I think the off season is a major time for a lot of posturing goes on. Like you saw, what's homie who got the big payday? UConn, is it?
Oh, Hurley, Dan.
Yeah, it's like a lot of posturing happens, right? But I will say, I think Borrego will be a better fit. I just hope that all the players would buy into his brand of basketball, because I have heard that that's been a problem behind the scenes. But also, I'm trying to think what coach gonna be good with this roster. Also, I don't think honestly, I'm not throwing Willie Green no bell, but this is a bad fucking roster, dog. This is a bad roster. Like this roster, this is bad. You know what I'm saying? Just to be real. And so if Coach Borrego does get that opportunity, I hope he's able to take the team to a higher level, man. I hope the guys buy in, and I hope he gets a fair shot to do his job.
Yeah, appreciate you. Jackets. Can you hear us?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Yep.
Jackets Margella. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I can't stand watching this lethargic, sad, defeated team play. Like, it's obvious. They're not the worst group of people that have ever been assembled. So it's obviously Willie Green, and it's obviously David Griffin who keeps assembling these idiots together. I don't understand how David Griffin, he's been around for 5-6 years. He got handed a Zion stimulus his first year here. As soon as he walked in, he's wasted that. He held on to Brandon Ingram too long. We got Jose out here for some reason, guarding Buddy Hield. He's like 6 inches shorter than him. We've been doing just such stupid shit. We don't have no type of offensive creativity happen at any point. It feels like the team already quit on him. Why are we waiting? Why can't we just make sound decisions like multiple times in a row? It seems like every time you make a good decision, it's like a solar eclipse or something like that for everybody. Like the whole team, that's from top to bottom. Everybody is just dumb and lethargic.
Appreciate your comment, Jackets. Go ahead, Chaz. It looks like you.
I was about to ask y'all, notice that every season we ask if the team quit on Willie Green. Like every season we get to the point where it's like, y'all think they quit on him? Every season. It's like,
Yeah, does Jackets have a point, Lito?
I mean, yes. I don't know. Yes, he has a point. Have they quit on him? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't answer that question, obviously. Have they? Were they ever with him?
Yeah, for real. Did they start?
And we've heard rumblings of last year, him and CJ going at it, him and Brandon going at it. They had that locker room thing. So it's
just Brandon said publicly, he said this on a public forum, that we got by on talent alone.
Dude.
This man said this.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Jackets. Let's get one more here. Ocean Tide, appreciate you. What's going on, man?
Hey guys, I think I sent a message saying that was actually going to be my question, so you don't need to rehash it. But yeah, I was going to ask, does it just seem like the team, or at least a number of the players, have kind of given up on Willie Green's scheme, on him as a coach? And I guess what I'll add to that question to give something else is, if they have, or if they start to, does that motivate Griffin to do anything? Or what does it have to take for a change to be put in place?
Appreciate you, Ocean Tide. You're always here too, so appreciate your support. Appreciate your question, man. Really appreciate you. Lito, this is now the second second person to bring this up, so I guess we can talk about it. I mean, shit, we're an hour 10 in, it's 12:40, so I mean, I'm up now, but
Don't got nothing to do.
we got nothing else to do. But you know, they bring up a good point, right? It's like I tweeted this out tonight. Like, zero juice, zero pace. Like, no one looks like they're having fun. The bench is like meh. Like, everyone's just kind of going through the motions. They never get off to a good start. It's just like you're going through the motions. And so people are wondering, do you think they've quit on Willie Green? And I don't necessarily think they've quit on Willie Green. I just think they're, as Chad says, I feel like they just know they're stuck. These guys aren't stupid. Like, they can see it. And they just realize like it's the same shit over and over again. They don't have a real center. You know, Trey's hurt. You know, Zion's off to a slow start again, even though he had a good game tonight. You know, Brandon Ingram has this contract situation looming over his head, so he's playing a certain way. Like, do you think there's something to this?
I feel like the worst place you could be as an organization, especially in the NBA, is in the middle, to where you're too good to really tank, and you're too bad to really have any true aspirations. Because the way I was evaluating this team all season, going into the season, was, okay, could you win a series? I really didn't care what they did in the regular season, and nothing about this team tells me that they'll win a series. I think I might have said before the season started, I feel like they'll be at a talent disadvantage a lot of the time, because I feel like this team is top heavy, but it isn't top heavy in a traditional sense. It isn't Phoenix Suns top heavy. It's top heavy like when the Spurs had LaMarcus Aldridge and what's my man DeRozan, and where it's like you got guys who they're stars. They've been all stars, but you keep waiting for the next step. And unfortunately for them, they don't have a pop level coach to get the best out of them. I think Willie Green I don't think he's equipped to deal with a talented roster. I think Willie Green's the kind of guy who teaches the people how to be professionals, and then you pass the team on to a more capable coach. And not that this roster is doing him any favors. He can't help the injuries. He can't help them not having a Matt Ryan for whatever reason, not having more shooting on the roster. That's out of his wheelhouse. That's out of his hands. But as far as with this team, I feel like I don't feel like Willie's job is secure at all, because the stars aren't hurt. Now you can say Trey is hurt, and Trey's a budding star. You got high hopes for him. You can say Dejounte is hurt, but the two that you count on, they still here and they're active. So and CJ's here. Can't let CJ off the hook. He's active. So ain't no excuse really. You know what I'm saying? People win with lesser parts all the time. It happens. So
yeah, it happens all the time. You just saw it on the other side tonight. Like, you literally saw Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors play the same exact way and beat the shit out of you. We really appreciate that. Like, we're gonna start doing that more. That was a fun segment. So appreciate all the people. Like, there's still 340 people in the room. So we're gonna do, like, y'all are the best, man. Smash that like button. Really appreciate your support. We're just go through super chats. We're gonna call it a night, and then we have this tomorrow again. Terry, appreciate your super chat. Time to rebuild. Fire Willie Green, appreciate you. Didn't renew my tickets because we kept this soft, low IQ coach, so I got extra money to give you guys all season. Fire this man. They play like coaches. Appreciate you. Terry, appreciate you. Lito I was cooking last night. Who says no 3-teamer? Hawks, Bulls, Pelicans. Hawks get Zion, and T. Craig Bulls get B.I. Capella. I always mess up this name. Can y'all Akangua in a first? Pels get Levine, Vucevic, and the Lakers pick back.
Hey, something to stew on at this point. It's something to stew on.
I think about it.
Shane, appreciate you.
Oh, Shane had a comment, and we can address Shane's comment. Y'all think Zion play tomorrow? I don't think he got a choice.
There's no choice. He's playing tomorrow. He's got to play tomorrow.
But I think the plan was
There's no choice. Come on,
no, he's
Justin.
playing.
Come on, Justin.
504 boy, appreciate you. Member for 11 months.
He's a random loss.
Chaz,
You know
are
what?
the shirts on sale?
They lose.
Chaz, are the
They
shirts
lose
on sale?
tomorrow.
Lito, the
You know
shirts on
what?
sale?
Yeah, the shirts are still out there.
Can we get the shirts
are still
back?
out there.
Because we can bring the shirts back
Yeah,
now, Lito.
I'm gonna bring the shirts
Let's
back.
do it.
Everybody bringing the
Okay.
shirts back. Get
Hey,
us
Justin,
credit.
send Malik a shirt. Send Malik a shirt.
I trust me, Malik and I are emailing.
All right, bet.
Appreciate you, Malik.
This is the best comment right here.
Stealthman50, appreciate the super chat. Same every year from Baron Davis, Anthony Davis, Chris Paul, on and on. I'm 52 years old in good health. Do you think I will live to see a change in a finals appearance? Jared, go ahead.
Like, hurt my feelings.
Appreciate your support, Stealthman.
52, big dog. Listen, I ain't gonna say it's a wrap, but you know what's funny about this? Even in this comment, he just wants a final appearance. He not even asking for a chip. He just want a finals appearance. That could be a conference finals appearance. To be honest with you, we ain't never seen that. You know, we all ears. I'm with you. I hope you many more years of good health, brother.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate the donations, but I don't know, dog. We might be in the same boat. I'll let you know when I'm 52. Hopefully, you still here.
Stealth man, appreciate you. Last one, Terry, as always. Day one support, appreciate you. Trey has gotten better. So Trey is ramping up. He'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks. Don't you have one of those shirts too, Chaz? Reevaluate.
Yeah, dude, that guy.
Is it 3 weeks or 2 weeks?
Well, I have shirts for 2 weeks, and the guy stole my shirt. Yeah.
So Terry, appreciate you. I think Trey, man, they need him back soon.
I thought he would be ready for that homestand. Now I'm a little worried though, because that reevaluation. I'm like, ooh, I ain't anticipate that, but you know,
just don't know.
I had too much hope.
What Chung? I purposely didn't bring up a comment from you tonight because of your performance the other night. It was we're a show of accountability. We're professionals. You were obnoxious the other
I think this is hilarious.
That's a pretty good one right there. So look, guys, appreciate y'all. We got another one tomorrow night, probably same time. Smash that like button, y'all are the best. Obviously hit the bell notification when you're going live and subscribe to the channel. All right, Shane, you want me to play the company burger? Fine, I'll play the company burger. Company Burger is the official burger of Propels Talk and Boot Crew Media. Located at 4600 Ferret Street, Company Burger has been locally owned and operated for 11 years. Grind the meat, bake the buns, make the mayo, get the homemade tots. Company Burger uses Creekstone Farms prime beef to create the best burger in the city with milkshakes to go and a full bar. Company Burger is open every day besides Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Can't make it out? No worries, we have you covered. You can order online right now at thecompanyburger.com or check them out on the Toast or Uber Eats app. Company Burger, the official burger of Boot Crew Media.
Justin, who you say wrote that, Justin?